Spy X Family is one of the best anime in 2022. Tells the story of a family in which each character has a hidden mystery and have their secret own interest, which makes each episode fun comedy and worth it following. Top 10 best moments in anime Spy X Family, for appreciate my enthusiastic for this anime and a very worthy recommendation for those who haven't watched it. Keeping watching these video. Let's go! The first time Lloyd met Anya. Coming story main character from their greatest spy, getting a mission in Ostania in order to get close to Donovan Desmond, leader of Ostania's National Unity Party. To do this, he will need to enroll his child into Eden Academy, where he can safely and legitimately approach Donovan. Twilight, under the identity of Lloyd Forger, adopts a young girl named Anya, who secretly has telepathic abilities and immediately uses her power to discover Lloyd's true occupation. While Lloyd is away to meet with his informant Frankie, Anya accidentally sends a transmission to Edgar, a minister in Ostania, revealing their location. She is promptly kidnapped by his goons. Lloyd rescues Anya by disguising himself as one of Edgar's men and blackmails Edgar using his daughter Karen to stay out of his business. After the ordeal, Anya manages to convince Lloyd to keep her after he tried to send her off to keep her protected. The first time Lloyd met Breyer. Breyer, a 27-year-old clerk at Berlin City Hall, is ostracized by her colleagues for being single, leading to speculation that she may be a spy. To make a living for herself and her younger brother Yuri, she works as an assassin known as the Thorn Princess. After profiling multiple potential wives, Lloyd comes across her by happenstance in a clothing store and they agree to form a partnership out of convenience thanks to Anya. However, on the night Lloyd is supposed to attend a party with Yor, a side mission causes him to arrive late. Because of his injuries, Lloyd accidentally states that he is his husband, and they leave after everyone has seen them together. As they are caught up by the pursuers from his earlier mission, Breyer, upon realizing that Lloyd does not find her eccentric behavior off-putting and seeing the benefit in having a partner. In the end, they made a deal about a fake marriage. The purpose is hiding their true identity. Lloyd agrees and signs off on their wedding vows using a grenade pin as a ring while their pursuers are killed in the ensuing explosion. One day of family date. Lloyd decided to manage as a family outing to give them a next level of what upper-class family life is like. They attend several high-class events such as watching to an opera, touring an art museum, buying new attires, taking family photos, and attending a political rally. However, it is shown that due to Anya's telepathy, she suffers from severe pain when she is among a large group of people. Lloyd begins losing faith in the success of his mission when Yor notices his stress and takes the family to a park to relax. There, they witness a thief robbing an old woman. Due to Anya's telepathic ability to track down the thief, Yor and Lloyd immediately took action against that robber. After Lloyd successfully apprehends him, the old woman thanks the forgers and observes that they make a wonderful family. Elegance test in Eden Academy. The forgers arrive at Eden Academy for the interview. However, Lloyd notices that the school faculty, led by housemaster Henderson focuses on elegance, and thus disqualifies any family who does not fit his standard. Knowing this, Lloyd is able to lead Yor and Anya into behaving elegantly. The next incident was very unexpected moments. It could even endanger the safety of other participants. Lloyd and Yor tried various ways to avoid and protect those around them from the impact of the incident. Anya knew that the animal was scared, so she tried to touch it. Because of Anya's magic touch, the cow suddenly became calmed down. After that, the group of animals returned to their original place peacefully. The Prestige School's interview. They attend the actual interview with 3 of the school housemasters, including Henderson, and give satisfactory answers. At first Lloyd managed to answer all the questions from the housemaster perfectly. Likewise with Yor, although it looks to be awkward when asked about their romantic relationship. Anya also manages to answer some of the questions a little stiffly, and her telepathic abilities help make things easier. Until a moment when one of the housemasters named Murdoch swam, give bitter divorce. Asking a question regarding Anya's past with her mother, deliberately tries to fail them by making Anya cry. Lloyd opposed Swan's question, which was too private, and Yor was already braced due to her uncontrollable emotions. Enraged and struggling to hold his emotions, Lloyd ends the interview. After the forgers leave, a furious Henderson punches Swan for his cruelty, with the reason killing a mosquito. Back home, Lloyd is certain that they have failed the interview, but yet Anya reassure him by telling him to have faith in the other housemasters vouching for them. Save Anya from the Castle. 3 days later after interview, Lloyd is informed that Anya has been accepted into Eden Academy. Frankie soon arrives at their apartment to celebrate with them, where both Frankie and Yor get drunk. Under Frankie's suggestion, Anya requests Lloyd to reenact a scene from her favorite cartoon Spy Wars, where a princess is rescued by the protagonist, like a bondman, in a castle. After she refuses to attend school unless her dream is fulfilled, Lloyd rents a castle and drafts his fellow agents in a game where he must rescue Anya from Frankie, who kidnaps her. Lloyd, who has special access as an undercover spy with the codename Twilight, he intends to ask for their help. Unexpectedly, those who do not know the identity of Twilight even think Lloyd's plan is part of an important mission. Lloyd had to take them seriously. They also enjoy a brief adventure with the world-famous spy agent in Undercover City. In my opinion, this episode is one of the best in the Spy X Family anime series. You will be treated to a tense animation action and comedy situation at the same time with good presentation. After passing through all obstacles and having a short but intense fight with a drunken Yor, Lloyd rescues Anya and they celebrate her admission in Eden Academy, with Anya promising to do her best at school for Lloyd's sake. Anya's trained self-defense. One day Yor and Anya spent free time in the park. Anya is happy because she has a new uniform to wear to school in Eden, and she thinks it looks cute. While shopping at the supermarket, Anya is caught by a group of criminals because they think she is from a rich family. Yor, who quickly fought the criminals and scattered the groceries he bought earlier. After that, Yor prevents some thugs from kidnapping Anya while they are grocery shopping. Anya then asks to be taught self-defense, to which Yor agrees. On the orientation day, Lloyd secretly arranges for Anya to be in the same class as Damien Desmond, Donovan's second son, in hopes that he can reach him via the kids. During a tour around the school led by Housemaster Henderson, who is now demoted to oversee Anya's class, Damien's constant bullying towards Anya leads to her punching him, straining their relationship, earning Anya a tinnitus bolt, and spoiling both of Lloyd's plans. Strange thing happened when Yuri came. Yuri, whose secret works for the Ostanian State Security Service, visits his sister after interrogating an unknown informant from within the city council. Yuri, who is heavily attached to Yor and finds it hard to accept her marriage, barrages Lloyd with questions in the hope of catching him but unintentionally inebriates himself out of frustration. Realizing that Yuri is guiding their conversation using a template by intelligence agency, Lloyd assuming that he is a member of the State Security Service. A drunk Yuri then requests that Lloyd and Yor kiss in front of him after he sees stranger things about them with act uncomfortable from touching hands, threatening to break off their marriage if they fail to do so. Eat by his word and unable to cope with seeing Yor kiss another man, Yuri attempts to top it and inadvertently receives a slap from a drunk and embarrassed Yor. Bloodied and frustrated, Yuri bolts away from the apartment, still refusing to accept the marriage, albeit he does recognize Lloyd's good nature. Anya becomes an Imperial Scholar. For getting successfully mission in Operation Strix phase, Lloyd must need to make sure his daughter become an Imperial Scholar. Because Anya is very weak with academic studies, Lloyd begins to twist how Anya can stay ahead in her school and achieve the highest grades to achieve Stellus. He began to explore his talents ranging from drawing using crayons, teaching art by playing the violin, and practicing motor skills in sports. All of them did was fail. After dealing with situation, Lloyd takes Anya to volunteer at a hospital, hoping to earn good grade through in community service. Unexpectedly, her poor performance angers the staff and gets them dismissed. Had given up on the situation and they returned home, Anya detects a drowned patient with her Esper ability, distressing thoughts, and rushes to save him. Anya ran with silly and cringe excuses, becomes a pro swimmer. Only those who knew that the person's life was in danger, she was immediately jumped into the swimming pool without thinking too long. She has a small body that is difficult to pull the boy into the surface. Luckily, Lloyd came at the right time to save the two of them who had drowned and brought them to the surface with safely. Ultimately earning her the first Stella Star. At Eden Academy, her classmates spread false rumors about her deeds, although Damien publicly defends her integrity. The most badass dodgeball in school. To become an Imperial Scholar, both Anya and Damien learn of a fact about they can earn a Stella Star if they are named Most Valuable Player in the upcoming dodgeball tournament. Trying a nice kid for smoothness Lloyd mission, Anya requests training from Muir to win this competition. At Eden Academy, both Anya and Damien are placed on the same team. Anya reads Damien's with her abilities thoughts and discovers he wants to earn the Stella Star to come out of his brother's shadow and be acknowledged by his father. However, they are matched against the inhumanly massive Bill Watkins, who slowly eliminates their team. Bill Watkins has a big body like a teenager and looks out of balance against Anya and her friends. Damien and two partners used various dodgeball movements to defeat Bill Watkins. But all these methods only end in useless and make them knock out with tragically comedy. Anya manages to discover his plans for each throw and dodges accordingly. Because Anya's carelessness and made her fall down, Bill launches the ball with all his strength at Anya. Damien surprisingly protects her, being eliminated in the process. Anya gets the ball and prepares to unleash her killer shot named Star Catchy Arrow, which she was learned for Ur at night before. But she throws the ball with small strength and fall down on the floor with pathetic. Of coursely, Bill was auto winner and uses to eliminate her. However, Henderson declares no Stella Stars will be awarded because Bill always to nerve to yell something as vile as die during the match. Just as he feels proud that his class were able to work together as a team,